Okay, so we're going to do the baubles. These are the baubles completed. I've just made mine in blue. In your craft pack, if you bought it from me, you would have got red, green, and either bronze, gold, or copper. You would have got your Power Tex in the bottle. Give it a good shake. You've got your varnish. You've got your bits and bobs to stick on the top. And then you've got your fabrics and your wooden blocks. So first things first is we need to paint these front and back. And then we need gloves as well. Okay, and also working on a surface, I just put either a plastic wrap down or I use a puppy pea pad upside down. So let's get the gloves on, my scissors as well. Okay, so I'm not going to paint the back for the example, but paint back and front. So for now, just to show you how to apply the fabric, I'm going to paint the front. It's really a small amount. So I've just decanted mine into a little plastic plate. It's a lot easier. Remember, you can't pour more Power Tex out, pour less out than what you need. You can always top it up, because what happens is you cannot pour it back into the bottle. It's air drying, so it's starting to dry already. So that's the one half. I'm going to paint the top half as well when I'm ready. So I put fabric on the bottom part of this. So we've got all this netting fabric. So I'm just going to cut a piece off. Should be more than enough for 6 on here. So I kind of roughly cut it so we have enough. This is going to be more than enough for this one. So dip it in the Power Tex and give it a good old rub. It must be nice and coated. So everything must be shiny, not dripping wet, just enough. I'm going to cut it in half again. Okay, and then just lay it on the bauble. So it depends on how much you want to cover of your bauble. The main aim of this for me was to cover the background before we put the actual topping piece on. So we're just going to keep it within the shape, pushing it down. It doesn't have to be flat all over. When we put the topping on, it will flatten it. Then we get the top part. We paint front and back. So Power Tex acts as a glue as well. So when you stick it down and dry it, it will glue straight on. To rush the drying process, you can use a hair dryer to dry, or you can leave it overnight to dry and come in a nice warm place and then come back tomorrow and give it a dry brush color. So I've painted the front and the back. We're just going to put it down like so. So you can see what I mean by getting all the ruffled pieces in the background. Then we got these nice little netting pieces. We're just going to dip that fingers in the Power Tex because our gloves are already wet. Just rub it into there. You don't have to wear gloves. I mean, you're only working with a small amount of fabric. It is non-hazardous, so you can get it on your fingers. I just lift this up again just to wrap it underneath like so. And then maybe that wrap underneath as well. There you go. And then last but not least, we've got these little embellishments. So you've got to paint this front and back as well. Everything that is white needs to be painted in the brown or the black Power Tex, whichever you chose. Okay, and place it where you want it. I'm just going to put it there and do exactly the same for all 6, or however you want to design it. Give it a go. Let me know how you go, and I'm going to give this a try and then do the next video for the dry brushing.